time for high school baseball and softball on WJER Radio, the sports voice of the Valley. Today's game is brought to you by generous local sponsors, including Dover Break in Strasburg, your local Wendy's restaurants, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Kemp Insurance, Smartway Communications, Wood Electric, Omni Fiber, T-County Boxing Academy, your local McDonald's, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, Murphy & Company Insurance, Keim Lumber, and your local Subway restaurants. Watch the games live on the WJER Radio YouTube channel or on WJER.com/videos in partnership with Claxon Communications. Now let's go live to the ball field for today's game. Here are your WJER sports announcers.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to WJER's continuing coverage of the spring high school sports season here in the Valley. Denny Trimmer and Josh Jarvis with you from Tuscarora Park. We get set to bring you an OCC softball clash featuring the New Philadelphia Quakers and the Minutemen from Lexington. These two teams met yesterday, and New Philadelphia scrapped hard, but came up on the short end 3-0 to what is now a 21-0 Lexington squad. We're going to take time here. When we come back, we will set up our starting lineups, get you set for first pitch on senior night. That's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
Welcome back to WJER's coverage of high school sports here in the Valley. It's New Philadelphia and Lexington getting set for an OCC matchup in softball on the hill in Tuscarora Park. Denny Trimmer, Josh Jarvis with you. Where the wind is blowing just a little bit. Josh has lost his notes. Mine have been blowing for about an hour since I've been here. But we want to thank our pregame and postgame sponsor, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes or something more serious, world-class care is near you. You can find your nearest provider at clevelandclinic.org/locations. I've got a hint for you. If you know where we are on the boulevard, WJER's Hallowed Hall, 646 Boulevard, it's right across the street. It's the big building. Stop in, see our friends at Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, and thank them for their sponsorship. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or your business. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. You can find them on Facebook and on the south side of New Philadelphia. As mentioned, it's senior night here, and we'll talk more about the Quaker seniors as this broadcast moves on. But it's time for us to set up tonight's starting lineups for both teams. We're going to take a look first at the 21-0 Minutemen from Lexington. They are coached by Todd Galonia. And I'm going to struggle saying that all night, but I think we did it right on the first try. Leading off for Lexington is Jillian Moore, the catcher. She's hitting .438 14 runs batted in and a pair of home runs, which leads the team. Makari Chapman, if you want to circle one player on this roster that's most responsible for the success of this team, it's Makari Chapman, the pitcher. She's hitting .530 with 28 runs driven in. What's she doing in the circle rather? The junior is 11-0 with a 1.31 earned run average. She's a lefty. It comes at you quick, and she's going to be fun to watch tonight. The third hitter in this lineup is Kylie Galonia, the third baseman. She's a senior. Hits it at .515 on the campaign. Kylie Thornton bats next. The first baseman is a sophomore. We'll bat in that cleanup spot. Kaylee Stahl, the fifth hitter. The sophomore shortstop, hitting .200 on the season. Number 10, Riley McGuire, one of twins on this team. Riley, the right fielder today, hitting .417 on the season, 18 runs driven in. Quinn Patrick is at second base, and Quinn is hitting .261. The designated player is number 12, Madison Taylor. She's hitting .239. And the center fielder, patrolling up things out in the grass, the sophomore, Kyra Boyd, who hits .235. Left fielder Emily Asher is our flex player today for the Minutemen. Let's take time here. When we come back, we'll give you the Quakers starting nine. That's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
Unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Hi, everybody. Once again, Denny Trimmer, Josh Jarvis with you from Tuscarawas Park. Josh, you've had a chance to see this Quaker softball team a few times. What jumps out at you? What impresses you about John Dupke's team?
Well, the girls, there are multiple girls that play multiple positions. You have a number of pitchers. You know, some schools you see, they run the same pitcher out every single time. They have an arsenal to throw on the mound. Girls on the lineup with some pop in the bat. We've seen quite a few home runs this season already. They've had a really good season. They're 12-8 right now. They're going up against a huge opponent with 21-0. But softball's one of those games. It's hard to go undefeated. So there's always a chance when you have a game like this where Philly played them close last night. They lost by 3. It's 3-0 loss. They can scratch across a few runs and get a few things to bounce their way, then this would be a huge upset for the Quakers.
And here's hoping that 21 wins in a row is a weight that continually gets heavier on their shoulders and maybe come out with some jitters tonight on senior night here at Tuscarawas Park. Time to take a look at John Dupke's starting lineup. The catcher leads off, Reese Loveday, .464 on the season, 14 runs driven in. The first baseman is number 18, Sarah Soweski, the senior. Hits it at .343 and has driven in 12. Madison Wright, another senior, will play shortstop. She's hitting .343 and has driven in a dozen as well. Covering ground in center field is the cleanup hitter, Sydney Vandal, number 22. And we joked last time about his dad and saying that he was a good center fielder back in the day. That's no lie, folks. That's not me puffing him up.
I used to play against Bruce in the Class A League.
He played
I know
for
Bruce
many
very
years
well.
following
very well. Yeah,
New Philadelphia High School as well.
Great baseball player.
Number 21, Ellie Mason, bats fifth. She's the third baseman. Hits it at .286 with 11 runs batted in. Batting next is Peyton Murphy, the second baseman, 00. She hits .211, 13 runs driven in. The designated player today is Olivia Jackson. She's hitting .222 on the season with 8 RBI. Pitching today is the sophomore, number 15, Jillian Howard. She'll bat in the 8th spot, hitting .296 on the season. Batting ninth is the left fielder, Easton Miller. Number 55 is hitting .143 on the season. And our flex player today is in right field, Zoe DeVore. We'll take time here. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem and all the pageantry as we get set for tonight's first pitch from Tuscarora Park. It's the Quakers, it's the Minutemen, and softball action is up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital is your first choice for primary care. From a network of family providers to convenient locations near you, you'll always get safe care right where you need it. For wellness visits, for managing your health conditions, for every care in the world. Turn to Union Hospital for all your primary care needs. All Union Hospital locations are accepting new patients. Don't delay. Schedule an appointment today at 330-602-0778.
The T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer adult and youth boxing classes for kids as young as 7, along with Muay Thai for ages 10 and up, and mixed martial arts. Most classes are held 2 to 3 times per week at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and prices start at $60 per month. Remember, your first session of any class is always free at the T-County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back to Tuscarora Park. Denny Trimmer, Josh Jarvis with you as we get you set for OCC softball. It's senior night here for the Quakers, and New Philadelphia getting set to take on 21-0 Lexington. Following our coverage of this softball game tonight, it's the Guardians. They're at Houston to take on the Astros. 7:35 join time, 8:10 first pitch. The Guards will be back in action on our airwaves then again Thursday with 7:35 join and 8:10 first pitch. Those games are exclusively on WJER Radio, 100.9 FM, AM 1450. Friday, and we'll talk about this in a second, Cavs at Magic. Josh, did you stay up late listening or watching to this?
I can honestly say I did not stay up late last night.
The Cavs, I don't know how they won the game. We're just glad they did. They go back to Orlando for a pivotal Game 5. They have not won a game in Orlando yet in this series. That airtime will be dictated by what television decides to do, and that's coming soon, so just stay tuned to WJER for that information. On Saturday, we will celebrate a Cavs victory on Sports Talk with Bill Hammerstrom and Roger Metzger from 9 to 10 a.m. That's available on air and online. We'll close out Saturday with Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, and more Guardians baseball. Guards back at home to take on the Angels in a first of the 3-game set. 5:30 join, 6:10 first pitch. Sunday shaping up to be good as well. Hopefully we just had to do the first half of this. Angels again at Guards, 1:05 join, 1:40 first pitch. And if necessary, Cavs Magic from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. That game again, time would be dictated by what the league determines is best for television. We're going to take time here. We're going to go to the national anthem here at Tuscarora Park. A little technical difficulty here. We'll stay with it. It's always a roll of the dice when you're off site and trying to wire things together. And
it is, but I'm not singing it.
And credit to the support team over there at the PA table for getting that squared away. Always great to start these things off with our national anthem. Fans, we also want to thank today one of our scoreboard sponsors, Keim Home Center. Keim is located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County and is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. They're dedicated to caring for your project like they would care for one of their own. You can visit them at State Route 557 in Charm and online at keimlumber.com. The Quakers getting set to take the field. It will be Lexington at the plate to start things off. Josh, I want to ask you about going from last night, turning it right back around. You lost the game. You're playing the same opponent tonight. How do you kind of wash the slate mentally and come out here and play aggressive softball for the Quakers?
Yeah, it can be a little bit difficult. Lexington is not a short drive, so they had a lot of time to reflect on their way back. But, again, this is a sport where, anything can happen on any day. And I'm sure Coach Dubke talked to his team and said, hey, listen, we got to play like we played last night, okay? We limited them to runs. We scored a lot of runs throughout the season. We just need to get something rolling, and we can actually, strike down this giant. Obviously, it's a tall order, but the Quakers have the capability to do so. And I just expect them to play good defense here, get a few base runners, maybe manufacture some runs, then all of a sudden there's your opportunity.
I want to take you into the Lexington dugout as well. How does Todd Galonia's group deal with the weight of the 21 wins straight? Is that something where you're continually building confidence versus building pressure?
Well, you can build confidence through that, but again, in a sport like this, you can't expect to win every single game. And so there's a little bit of stress in there. They want to win every single game, of course. They'd love to go undefeated. I don't know if their program's ever done something like that before, but that is a very difficult thing to do in a sport like this. So, yeah, of course, you're feeling confident, but you want to have that extra oomph to go into the tournament saying, yeah, nobody's beat us. And so that does put on a lot of pressure for some teams.
Glad you're with us today. If you're listening on the airwaves, AM 1450, 100.9 FM. If you're listening online, WJER.com, or via the free WJER app for your smartphone or tablet. Or perhaps you're watching and listening, courtesy of our friends at Claxon Communications. We're glad you're with us as the first pitch sails just a little low for ball one. Jillian Moore, the catcher, 438 on the season. And Howard looks in and deals at the letters, called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Lex in the white trousers today. They're wearing the yellow tops with LEX in large print across the front. Quakes in their black home unis with Quakers across in white. That pitch rode in a little too much off the forearm, and that's going to be first runner of the contest. Hit by pitch. Comes everybody's All-American, Makari Chapman, the left-hand hitter, left-hand pitcher. 5 30 on the season if you need her. Howard delivers. Looked low in the zone. They call it a ball.
Showed bunt on that first pitch. Coach calling out some signs to see if they'll try to get some runners moving here.
Oh, and of course, you've got the weapon of Reese Loveday behind the plate for the Quakers. That rocket arm. This one's fouled back, evens the count at 1. She's as good as any catcher in this area. Not just with the heat on the ball she throws down, but the accuracy.
And she's got some quick movement behind the plate. When she gets the ball, it gets out of her glove quickly.
Well schooled. 1 ball, 1 strike. Howard's pitch is tapped third base side, and everybody's going to be safe. Well behind the throw, though, as Moore rounded. Would have needed to tag her out at that point.
Yeah, it was a really good bunt right down the third base line. Third baseman had come a long way, so only option she had was to try to catch the runner back off second base when she rounded it. But
we're going to credit her with an infield single. That was a tough chance. Unofficially, of course. Kylie Galonia taps it up the middle. Shortstop has it and fires onto Soweski for the first out. Nice pickup there by Maddie Wright, the senior. Goes senior to senior for the first out. Now the runners advance.
Just what you're looking for if you're Lexington runners at second and third with 1 out.
So Kylie Thornton steps in. Howard fires for a strike on the outside corner. Josh, she's tall.
She is. I mentioned that earlier when they were standing in the huddle. She's a head taller than everybody else. Big first baseman. Also makes a big strike zone, though.
Took a little something off that and skied as the ball up behind second base where it's going to be snared by Peyton Murphy for out number 2. About a mile high. Plenty of time for Murphy and Maddie Wright to range under it.
That was a great pitch by Howard. Took a lot off of it. Bat was way out in front. Skied it up to second baseman. Just what the Quakers are looking for. Now we got 2 outs with runners at second and third.
2 on, 2 out. Stepping up is Kaylee Stahl, the shortstop. She slaps it up the middle, right into Murphy's webbing, and it's going to be out number 3. So a pair of runners on to start this inning, but Howard works out of the jam with some great defensive help. 1 run, no hits, and 2 left. When we come back, Quakers will get their first chance to see.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 Southwester Avenue in Dover.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and Grand Slam ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today, and be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
Excited to be a part of the Dover community and offers a new choice in internet service. You can enjoy the speed and reliability of their 100% new fiber cable network and Ohio-based sales and customer service. Sign up today and get 3 months of Omni Fiber internet free. Visit omnifiber.com/WJER to learn more. Friends, don't forget we'll announce a Subway player of the game at the conclusion of this contest. Great support from our local Subway restaurants, the Fitzgerald family-owned Subway restaurants in our area. Subway, eat fresh. No score after 1/2. It's going to be a love day. Soweski and Madison Wright to lead things off here for John Dupke and the 12-8 Quakers. I haven't seen her throw an in-game pitch, but already this Makari Chapman is pretty impressive in the circle.
Yeah, she is. She threw a couple different pitches in that warm-up.
The junior spins it plateward. That ball's chopped back our way. Strike one. Loveday, a .464 hitter. Did you ever hit .464?
No, I did not. I never hit .464 at any level, so that's pretty impressive.
Geez, awfully impressive. Pitch from Chapman looked chin high. He's going to get the strike call, though. Quickly in the hole 0-2 is Loveday. Chapman gets the sign. Comes Plateford off the plate that time. A little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And knowing what they know about Reese Loveday, that's a good pitch to miss with. That ball's flared back for another foul. I just work here. We just got shut down in 7 states. Chapman will again fire the 1-2 pitch, and it's driven into right field. It's going to get down and go all the way to the fence. Loveday rounding. She's going to dig her way into second base, standing up for a double for the Quakers.
Great piece of hitting there. She's down the count. She's just trying to get the bat on the ball.
Took it the other way.
Yep, ball's a little bit outside. She flipped her bat out there, got it in the gap for a double. Good start for the Quakers.
Now this puts Saweski in a good spot. Nobody out, runner in scoring position with Loveday at second. The senior left-hand hitting Saweski, .343, 12 runs driven in. Swings through that slap attempt for strike one.
A lot of numbers being thrown out here. The third base coach is giving numbers, and so is the Lexington coach for pitches.
Could be confusing. That ball just gets out of the batter's box where it's picked up by the catcher, Jillian Moore. Moore fires to first for out number 1. Sacrifice, though, advances Loveday to third base.
Again, does the job. That ball was spinning kind of funny right there. Just barely got out of the batter's box, but Quakers have a runner at third with 1 out. See if we can't get this run across.
Well, the heart of this order coming up. Here's Madison Wright, the senior. Swings through that fastball for strike one. Maddie, a 4-year starter for this team. Not too bad when you're starting at shortstop as a freshman.
No, I'd say that's a pretty good career.
Played on that regional final team her freshman year. Throw back to third in time. Sliding back safely is Loveday. But coming up throwing with the rocket arm is Jillian Moore.
Well, we talked about the Quakers catcher. Looks like Jillian Moore's got quite an arm as well. And from where we're sitting, that was awfully close, but fortunate she was able to get back in time.
Good job covering the bag by Kylie Galonia. Senior wasn't taken off by the moment. She was ready for the throwdown.
Coach's got a question for the field umpire here right now.
Well, they're going to take time. And if you're watching this via our Claxon communication stream, WJER.com/videos, you can see Todd Galonia out there getting the interpretation of what exactly went down. What did you see happen, Coach?
From my vantage point, it was obviously very close. It looks like they're trying to appeal the home plate umpire here, but the home plate umpire cannot overrule a play at third base, especially when the field umpire is in a much better position. It looks like that's what the result is. They're going to call her safe.
Well, let's be honest. After the pitch, that home plate umpire is taking his mask off, wiping his forehead like I am between pitches.
We almost have the same vantage point as he does from that one, and that was hard for me to tell, so I'm not sure that he could tell either.
You're a bit of a homer anyway. 1 ball, no strikes. Squaring and tapping it back to the pitcher. Oh, nice pickup that time by Chapman. She fires on to first for the out. That was Quinn Patrick covering the second baseman. So the right idea that time, but Maddie hit that just a little hard.
Looked like they were attempting a safety squeeze there. Third baseman wasn't coming right away, but obviously Maddie can throw from the circle, and she can move, too, to field her position.
Well, give Loveday credit at third base for not getting caught up. She wasn't sprinting head down the line.
Right.
Eyes up, seeing what's happening. Sydney Vandal now batting, the junior center fielder. Takes a look at strike one. Sid, a tremendous two-sport athlete. Volleyball in the fall. Softball in the spring. 0-1 pitch is outside and a little high, 1-1. Quakes like to sneak one in here early with 2 down.
Maddie's been known to hit one over the fence out there in the outfield, and with Chapman throwing with some velocity, there's a shot.
Swings through that high fastball. That's the fastball that had the rise to it. And Vandal behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chapman toes the rubber. Now deals. Ball slapped to second. Easy job over there by Quinn Patrick. Scooped it up, threw on to first for out number 3. So both teams get runners in scoring position in the first inning. No runs across. After 1, Quakers nothing, Minutemen nothing. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
The T County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. Serious athletes know that everything they put into their bodies affects their workouts, which is why the T County Boxing Academy offers the industry's best supplements at the best prices for the best workouts possible, including brands like 5% Nutrition. Try their real food protein with low glycemic carbs. If you want to train like the pros, use the supplements Pro Boxer Sugar Dre Donovan of Urixville uses. Available at the T County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
If you're tired of unexpected bill increases on or non-existing rural internet coverage, well, there's a better way. SmartWay. High-speed internet at an affordable price, and SmartWay can go where the other companies just can't. Visit thinksmartway.com to learn more. Time to acknowledge the T County Boxing Academy. They're the area's #1 training center for those who are serious, like Josh Jarvis, about boxing. They offer a variety of classes for youth and adults, along with supplements for the best workouts possible. T County Boxing Academy is located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. You can follow them on Facebook. Okay, let's be honest. You like boxing because it's a sport. You're not serious about it.
No. I enjoy watching boxing. I remember when I was growing up, the days of Mike Tyson was a lot of fun, okay, because usually those didn't last very long. But as far as getting in the ring, I'm not interested in that at this age right now.
I'd rather see you in the squared circle. We'll talk maybe more about that later on. Riley McGuire, the right fielder, to lead things off. McGuire, 4-17 on the season. She'll square off against Jillian Howard, the sophomore for New Philadelphia. Howard fires. Good pitch low in the zone, call to strike. So Howard's been hitting her spots here early. She's back in the circle, towing the rubber. She's going to spin it. Swung right through it for strike 2.
Yeah, working ahead's very important here, especially with leadoff batter of the inning.
Howard spinning that ball in her right hand on her hip. Now comes to the glove and now spins it forwards for strike 3, swinging. First punch out for the sophomore. 1 down here in the Lexington second.
Yeah, it's got to be a tall task for a sophomore out there on the mound. She's got a 4.7 earned run average, but going up against Goliath here, it's got to be a little nerve-wracking. But so far, she's held her own.
Howard slings that one in. Strike 1. So important to hit those spots early in the game. Now the sophomore looks in for the call and fires. Little high, ball 1, strike 1.
Yeah, if you know you got a pitcher that's hitting their spots and getting ahead of batters, it puts that much pressure on the rest of the dugout as they're coming up to the plate.
Here comes the pitch, changeup, flared to third. Slight bobble over there by Ellie Mason. Couldn't get the throw over then in time. Quinn going to be safe at first. E5 if you're scoring at home.
Again, another changeup or off-speed pitch. Had the batter out in front. Just couldn't handle it third base. Runner safe.
And I think that, like the bunt you described in the last half inning, had a little English on it.
It did. It did. Had a little funny spin on it.
Patrick at first. Madison Taylor, the designated player, steps in. 372 on the season. Strike one from Howard, who continues to work ahead. And I can't tell if the Lexington dugout is barking or doing sirens. Well, that ball picked up in foul territory.
Once again, a lot of English on some of these bunts and some of these hits. That ball was spinning around, stayed in the batter's box. Umpire calls it fair, or foul, excuse me.
So now Howard ahead in the count, 0-2. And she delivers. High, but it's driven to short. Do we have two? Right scoops, right tags the bag, right fires onto first to Saweski for the bang-bang double play to get out of this inning for Jillian Howard.
Huge help there with a mishandled ball at third base, hit right to second base. Taylor made double play, able to make the play in the inning.
Beautiful job by Maddie Wright. She didn't grab it cleanly, but was able to maintain possession, so to speak, tag the bag, and fire to first for the out. Quakers coming to bat, no score. We'll be back right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
And we're back here at Tuscarora Park. Denny Trimmer and Josh Jarvis with you. It is an OCC softball matchup between Lexington and New Philadelphia. Big Lex 21-0 on the season. Quakers 12-8. If you're just joining us, no score in this contest. Quakers batting in their half of inning number 2. Ellie Mason, the batter, junior third baseman, takes low, ball 1. Working quickly is Chapman. She fires high, ball 2. Chapman, if you're wondering, a .500 hitter. She's 11-0 in the circle this year. 1.31 ERA. Mason fouls one back. Room for it. Jillian Moore just couldn't get out of that crouch quickly enough. And she's quick.
Yeah, she is quick. Looked like she tripped coming out of that catcher's position back there, the catcher's box. Not quite able to get to it.
Are you suggesting that the home plate umpire tripped her?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying.
See, I described you last half as a homer.
I may have seen it before.
And as a catcher, you know this to be true. Ball low.
Hey, they do their best, but they can't always get out of the way every single time.
3-1 the count. Chapman fires. This ball's fouled back. No tripping there.
Nope. No tripping in softball.
Chapman battles her way back to work the full count. Macari, the junior, looking in, gets the sign. Glove high now, fires. That ball's driven back.
It's a good swing on that one. Fouled straight back.
A well-played game so far. Neither of these teams able to score after getting runners in scoring position in the first. Swung on and tapped into the catcher's mitt for strike 3. That may have had a little something extra on it from Chapman.
It looked like it did. She worked a good count, saw a lot of pitches right there, but just couldn't come up with the ball in play.
Peyton Murphy, the second baseman, already been busy in the field. She hits .211 on the season. She takes a look at the first pitch, and it is outside and low for ball 1. Chapman delivers low. Ball 2, 2-0. One down here in the Quakers second. No score. Thanks for joining us today on a beautiful day from Tuscarora Park. That pitch is sailed in there, now driven to first, where the first baseman, Kylie Thornton, the sophomore, scoops it up and tags the bag with her left foot for out number 2.
That ball was hit pretty hard. Got on her pretty quick, but she was able to cradle it, get to first base for out number 2.
Olivia Jackson, the designated player today. Tough hitting left-handed batter. Takes high and outside for ball 1. Chapman, left foot to the rubber, now deals. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Don't forget we'll have a Subway player of the game for you at the conclusion of this contest. Our thanks to our local Fitzgerald family-owned Subway restaurants in the Valley. Subway, eat fresh. Pitch is driven down the right side. Just foul down the right field line.
Olivia got around on that one pretty quickly. Hit that ball pretty hard. Just pulled it a little bit too much. Get out in front a little bit. Strike number 2.
Even in the ground out to first, the last batter, Peyton Murphy, seemed to hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
Quakers doing a good job already timing up Chapman, if nothing else. Fastball sails high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Chapman would like to work out of this. Jackson would like to extend the inning. Change up. Oh, I just love when they take that much off. There's such a difference dramatic-wise with that kind of a change.
I was way
ball
out
high,
in front
by
of
the
that
way.
pitch. I was way out in front of that pitch.
And that makes it 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count. The lefty comes plateward, swung on and missed. She pumped the fastball by her second strikeout of the game, second strikeout of the inning. Nothing across for the Quakes in inning number 2. Folks, I've got good news for you. Josh Jarvis takes over play-by-play in inning number 3. Back with that excitement right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net. Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Mark, Denny Trimmer, and Josh Jarvis with you. No score after 2 to take over play-by-play duties for our middle innings. He's the assistant principal at New Philadelphia High School. Josh Jarvis.
Oh, you're going to put that pressure on me. Well, Jillian Howard working well so far this game. Delivers first pitch, ball 1. She's been working ahead most of the game. Falls behind on the number 9 hitter, Kyra Boyd. Had some base runners in this contest. Nobody scratched one across quite yet. We're in the top of the 3rd. The ball driven to right center field, and it gets down as Zoe DeVore fields it and throws it in to Madison Wright at second base. The Minutemen have a runner at first base with nobody out to start the top of the 3rd here. As they move to the top of the order, Jillian Moore at the plate. Showing bunt is Jillian Moore. Takes for ball number 1, high.
She was hit by a pitch and made it all the way to 3rd. Her first at bat.
Not able to get across as she steps in the box for a second pitch of her bat. Squares again, slaps a bunt. Shortstop comes up, feels it, throws it quickly, but she is safe at first base. Madison Wright over to Sarah Saweski. And the wheels on Jillian Moore, whew, she got to first pretty quickly.
You wonder why some kids are hitting leadoff.
Exactly. She got there quickly. We're looking at runners at first and second with nobody out for the Minutemen. And we have our pitcher, Kari Chapman, at the plate. She singled in her first at bat. First pitch lays down the bunt, foul down the third baseline. Count is 0-1. And third base coach calling out numbers. Batters looking at their wristbands. We got both teams working the number system here today.
You and I didn't do that coming through, but it seems to be pretty well liked and successful.
And she slaps the ball to shortstop. Shortstop leaps for it. Maddie Wright and does not able to get a hand on it. Left fielder Easton Miller fires it into third base, excuse me. Kyra Boyd reaches there safely. Lexington in business right now with the bases loaded and nobody out.
3 straight singles.
Coming to the plate now. Oh, is Kylie, can you help me with that last name?
Scalonia.
Scalonia, yes. Who takes a called strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Of course, Kylie's dad, Todd Galonia, is the head coach of this team.
Jillian Howard's taking the sign. Delivers pitch number 2, a little high and outside to even the count at 1-1. Again, Lexington in business here with the bases loaded, nobody out. Sharp line drive down the third baseline, foul.
And another ridiculous spin off the bat.
That was, as soon as that ball hit the ground, it shot left really quickly. As our catcher.
It's the kind of touch you have around the greens, right?
No, I do not have that around the greens. Mine just continue to roll, apparently. But Reese Loveday goes to the mound to talk to Jillian. Maybe a little miscommunication there, but Jillian Howard is ahead in this count, 1-2. Called third strike. Batter's not very happy with that call, but the Quakers get a huge out. Out number 1 there. And the top of inning number 3, bases are loaded.
Strikeout looking. That's the second strikeout for Howard. And sometimes you just got to take care of business yourself, and that time Howard did just that.
She was able to, absolutely. Ball just below the knees to Kylie Thornton. She grounded out to second base in her first at bat. Jillian delivers strike number 1, evens the count up at 1-1. Lexington dugouts getting a little hyped right now, a little excited.
Nothing better than the chatter of a softball dugout.
Hard ground ball to the second baseman, lays out. Peyton Murphy, she's able to stop it. No throw anywhere as Lexington brings across their very first run. Great play by Peyton Murphy to get a glove on it, but just wasn't enough time to get up and make a play. That will be an infield single for Kylie Thornton.
And the 4th base hit of this inning for Lexington. All beauty on the outside edge.
Called first strike to Kaylee Stahl, who also grounded out to second base in her first at bat. Quakers have 1 out. Again, facing the bases loaded, down 1-0 right now. Throw down to third base to Ellie Mason. Again, you see Reese Loveday showing off the arm, but not quite in time to get the base runner at third. Jillian delivers high for ball number 2.
Trying to go up in the strike zone. That time she went up in the strike zone.
Up, quite a bit up in the strike zone. The count of 2-1 to Kylie Stahl. Pop up on the infield, Ellie Mason, comes running in to make that catch.
That'd be ruled an infield fly?
Didn't hear the umpires call it an infield fly. Typically, they have to have a pretty good chance at fielding that ball. And that ball I don't think was high enough to call an infield fly, but nonetheless, Quakers get an out. We get 2 outs with Riley McGuire at the plate. She struck out in her first at bat.
She's the 7th batter to bat this inning for Lexington.
Pitch high, pitch number 1 high for ball number 1.
Now, Lexington did score a run, but boy, how important would it be for Jillian Howard to work out of this jam?
She can get out of this jam, only giving up 1 run with the bases loaded and nobody out. I would definitely call that a win for the Quakers. This pitch number 2 is outside. Count falls to 2-0 to Riley McGuire, who is playing right field today. Howard delivers. Strike number 1.
You know what? That is a high strike, but he has been consistent with that high strike.
He has. He's called a lot at the letters or maybe just above the letters, but that's all you can ask for in an umpire is be consistent with your zone, and you live with it. As the count is 2-1. Off-speed pitch out in front. The ball is fouled out of play down the third baseline.
When you brought it up in our last broadcast here, there's just zero room in foul territory to go get that.
There really isn't. I mean, you have the pitchers warming up in front of the dugouts because there's really no room down the first or third base line. So anything a little foul is going to go out of play. And strike number 3 for Jillian Howard as Riley McGuire strikes out for the second time. Huge victory for the Quakers there to have the bases loaded and come out with only giving up 1 run. We are going to the bottom of the 3rd inning on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
Katie, I don't know how you get to work so early, and you even have time to stop at McDonald's.
It's so quick with the McDonald's app. I order and pay from home, pull into the pickup spot, and they bring my food right out. Or I can just run in and grab it from the pickup area.
I always remember the app once I'm already at McDonald's.
But that's okay. Just use it when you order at the drive-thru or inside. Open the app, get your code, and you'll earn points toward free McDonald's food. Plus, the app is loaded with daily deals.
Suddenly I'm having a Big Mac attack.
That sounds good. I'll order it from my app.
The McDonald's mobile app. I'm loving it.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Hey, welcome back. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Wood Electric. They've been trusted with all your electrical needs for over 30 years. They've been available 24 hours a day and are ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation for industrial, commercial, or residential work. Find them online at woodelectric.net. As we have Chapman deliver pitch number 1 for a ball. And at the plate right now, we have Jillian Howard hitting .296 on the season as she swings on pitch number 2 and pops it up behind the backstop here to even the count at 1-1.
Howard impressively has worked out of jams in the 1st and 3rd, allowing just 1 run while giving up 5 hits in those innings.
Fouled off back towards us over here on 3rd pitch of the at-bat. Bring the count to 1-2. Howard really has been able to work out of a jam, and you like to see that out of a sophomore. Sometimes you can get a little pressure when you're an underclassman pitching in a big game like this, but that's pretty impressive by Howard, the sophomore. Out in front, off speed. Jillian Howard swinging through strike number 3 as that pitch was just a little bit outside and down, but she was out in front of it on the changeup. So 1 out. And the bottom of 3rd as the freshman Easton Miller comes to the plate. She's hitting .143 right now. As she attempts a slap on the first pitch, swings through it to move the count to 0-1. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Pitch number 2. As she's moving towards the slap, takes it for ball number 1. Even the count at 1-1 here.
Josh, we're not supposed to have favorites, but this kid has always been a favorite of mine. She's just, for being a tiny human, she walks around with her shoulders back and her strut, and she's got a bravado that some of the older kids could use.
As Easton fouls off pitch number 2, she advanced to the state tournament in wrestling this year.
Yeah.
She is a scrapper, okay? Again, not very big in stature, but she is a fighter as she takes a called third strike in that at bat. But she's one that you can be looking for over the next few years here, competing as a freshman here. Pretty impressive. As we move to the top of the lineup, Reese Loveday again to plate, led off with a double in the top of the first. She takes strike number 1.
Doubled and advanced to third. They were unable to push her across.
Again, and Chapman 11-0 with a 1.31 ERA. That's why she has those type of numbers, as Loveday fouls off pitch number 2 to go in the hole 0-2. But if you remember in her first at bat, she was down 1-2 and just stuck her bat out, slapped that ball into right center field for a double. Ball up from Chapman. Looked like a waste pitch. See if she can't get her to chase that one there. The count goes to 1-2. So Loveday steps in the box. Off speed.
Great job holding the hands back that time.
It looked like she really wanted to get after that one.
She thought about that 2 or 3 times.
Yep. She recognized that is not a pitch that she wants. And she evens the count at 2-2.
That's because she wants to drive the ball.
There it is, drive into right center field. She is rounding first base, heading to second. She dives into second base safely. Again, 2 strike at bat. That is huge. That is huge for the Quakers when you can get deep in the count, be very selective about your pitches, and then just be able to put the bat on the ball. And twice now she has hit the ball in the right center field for a double.
I'll ask you, as a former catcher in high school baseball, college baseball, whatever these men, adult all-star leagues you're in, I don't know.
I played in too many.
But as a batter, that's one thing to be able to see. Do you think being a catcher helps her eye in that strike zone and knowing which pitches are her pitches?
Yeah, I think when you're back there, and you're back there quite a bit. As we look at pitch number 1, it's grounded. It looks like it's into center field. Loveday rounding third base as she comes to the plate. Play at the plate, and she is safe at the plate as the Quakers tie it up. Sarah Saweski hits a ball just out of the diving reach of the shortstop, Kaylee Stahl, as Kyra Boyd comes up with it in center field and fires the ball into the plate. The Quakers tie the game 1-1.
Outstanding job hitting the base or the softball that time by Saweski. Credit her with a single and then advancing to second on the throw home.
And another pitch to right field. The right fielder comes in quickly to field the ball. Okay, for out number 3, Madison Wright drives the ball in the right field to Riley McGuire, but the Quakers tie the ball game up 1-1. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, we're head to the top of the 4th on your sports voice of the Valley, WJER. We'll be right back after this.
Life moves fast. Can you keep up? Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital Ortho Express Care welcomes patients with no appointment necessary, so injury or joint pain never slow you down. Our orthopedic experts will give you the care you need when you need it. For every break and breakthrough, for every bone and joint, for every care in the world. Walk in for orthopedic care close to you in the Heritage Square Plaza at Dover. Learn more at unionhospital.org/orthoexpresscare.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
Welcome back to your coverage of Quaker softball up here on the hill at Tuscarora Park. Denny Tremor and Josh Jarvis here. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Cleveland Clinic, Union Hospital. Cleveland Clinic, Union Hospital, whether it's sniffles, sneezes, or something more serious, world-class care is near you. Find your nearest provider at clevelandclinic.org/locations. As we move to the top of the fourth inning, the Quakers, Lexington gets a run across in the top of the fourth. Quakers respond quickly in the bottom of the fourth inning with 2 outs. They get a double with 2 outs, and they get another single by Sarah Saweski to bring home the run. As Jordan Howard is coming out here for the top of the fourth inning, delivers strike number 1 to the hitter, Quinn Patrick, who actually reached on an error in her first at bat of this game. Swing and a foul ball dribbled down the third base line as Howard goes up 0-2 in this at bat. Patrick digs into the box. Delivers strike number 3 at the knees. Good spot for that pitch for out number 1 on a called third strike. For out number 1. Next to the plate, Madison Taylor, who hit into a double play in the second inning earlier here. She's the 8th hitter in the lineup. Ball inside.
Remember that double play was tapped to shortstop. Madison Wright scooped it up, touched the bag, and then threw on to first for the out.
It was put out and an assist by the shortstop, Madison Wright. She delivers a second pitch for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Howard's been in a few jams this game. She's been able to dig out of them with minimal damage. As she fires an off-speed changeup for strike number 2.
There's that high part of the zone we talked about.
It is. He's calling it. It's been consistent all night. We will take it. As the count is 1-2 to the number 8 hitter, Madison Taylor. That one's a little too high. We're not going to give that one. A little up and out of the zone to even the count at 2-2. As Howard takes the sign and delivers the pitch. Pop up right by us. Catcher gets to it, but off the backstop just before it reaches Loveday's glove. She was there, and she was ready to catch it, but
I felt like if we were in jeopardy, she would have come over the fence to protect us.
You know what? She is a very protective individual. I think she would have looked out for us in that instance. She was right there. The ball just about 4 feet from her glove went off the backstop.
Excellent effort.
2-2's the count. Howard delivers another strike at the knees for a called third strike second. looking strikeout of the inning and her 4th of the game for the 2nd out of the inning. In the top of the 4th here, as the number 9 hitter, Kyra Boyd, comes to the plate. She is the only Minutemen to score. She was the 2nd batter in the 3rd inning.
We'll have to get some of your English teachers on this. Is that Minute Man to score then?
Minute Man, you know.
I don't know.
I taught social studies, so I'm not that proficient. As drives the ball over Madison Wright's head into left field. Easton Miller fields it, throws into second base, and that is her 2nd single of the game. 2nd single of the game for Kyra Boyd. As there are 2 outs, and now Lexington has a runner at first base. Ball was just out of the reach of Madison Wright. Hard line drive. As we are now at the back at the top of the order. Jillian Moore, who was hit by pitch and singled this game. And she takes strike number 1.
Good pitch.
She is staying down at the knees quite a bit. Howard is. And typically I've always told my pitchers, if you can stay at the knees, you're not going to get hurt that much. Ground ball through the hole between Ellie Mason and Madison Wright. Not hit hard, just in the right spot for a base hit. And now, much like the Quakers had in the bottom of the 3rd, got a little bit of 2-out action for Lexington with 2 runners on.
Pair of hits now for Julian Moore. Here comes Makari Chapman in the spot. If you're a Quaker, you do not want to see her batting it.
.530 batting average coming into this game. As off-speed pitch, great pitch by Jillian Howard. As Chapman is out in front on that one. Count goes to 0-1. Again, 2 runners on, 2 outs in the inning. Howard taking a sign. Delivers. Hard line drive, caught. Ripped out of the air by Allie Mason. That ball was hit hard. She stuck her glove out and said, nope, we're going to end this inning. So the Quakers, again, are able to get out of the inning with a couple base runners. None across. Our score is 1-1 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Quakers at bat. We'll be right back here on the Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER.
You have to refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting Subway.com and clicking on Career.
This is Eric with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Welcome back to your Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER. We'd like to thank our sponsors. Thanks to our scoreboard sponsor, DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery. DTS is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. Bring your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. Find them on Facebook or on the south side of New Philadelphia.
First pitch in there for a strike.
Couldn't get that read in quick enough. Strike number 1 as Sydney Vandal is at the plate. Off speed outside for ball number 1. 1-1 count. Chapman delivers in the dirt for ball number 2. Sydney's another batter that has a good eye for the strike zone. Chapman been working behind some batters here this game so far, but 11-0 on the season with a 1.31 ERA. As Sydney Vandal swings through Strike number 2. Let's bring the count even at 2-2. Ball outside and down. Got a full count now. Here to Sydney. And she's leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. Chapman delivers. Chopping ground ball to the shortstop that's charging in. Kylie Stahl fires over the first base, and it is close, but the umpire calls her out at first. Bang, bang play. Kaylee Stahl, to Kylie Thornton.
Credit Vandal. Put it in play and was hustling down the line.
She did. She was hustling down the line. It was a bang, bang play at first base. As Lexington records out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Next up to the plate, Ellie Mason. 286 batting average with 11 RBIs coming into this contest. Chapman delivers outside for ball 1. Ellie struck out swinging in her first at bat. Mason delivers, swing through, strike number 1. Count 1-1. Again, it's a beautiful day, sun shining up here on the hill at Tuscarora Park. As Ellie fouls back, strike number 2. Out of play, we might get some work to see if we can't see what the scores are down at the baseball game. Right now we are 1-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Chapman delivers off-speed pitch.
Oh.
That Ellie thought was outside, but must have caught the outside corner. For a strikeout looking for the 2nd out of the inning.
5th strikeout for Chapman, I'm sorry.
Looking at 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. So we have Peyton Murphy at the plate. Ball number 1's delivered to Peyton Murphy. She grounded out to the first baseman in her first at bat in the 2nd inning. Another close pitch outside. Count goes to 2-0. Chapman reading her wristband for the pitch call. She delivers. Pitch at the knees for strike number 1. Count is 2-1. Again, Peyton Murphy getting 211 on the season and coming into this contest with 13 RBIs. She fouls off a ball that ends up disrupting traffic briefly. That brings the count to 2-2. Chapman delivers. Ball up. Bring the count to full. 3-2. Chapman's been in a few of these 3-2 counts, has not walked anybody yet today. As hard ground ball into the hole between short and third base. As Peyton Murphy battles through that at bat.
Great at bat.
To record a single. Again with 2 outs. Runner at first base, Peyton Murphy. Olivia Jackson comes to the plate. 222 batting average coming into this contest. 8 RBIs. Chapman delivers. And swings through. Olivia looked like she was ready to hack on that one. Just missed that one for strike number 1. Pitch number 2 is down from Chapman, just below the knees. Bring the count to 1-1. So we have Peyton Murphy at first base with 2 outs. Swing through pitch just on the outside corner. It's Olivia Jackson.
Little extra heat and low in the zone. Tough one for Olivia to go get.
Again, those are hard to handle. If you keep them down, they're hard to get hurt as Chapman delivers Again, fly ball down the left field line, just foul. Just looping over the third baseman's head. Again, protecting that 2-strike count. Stuck her bat out there and just had a little bit too much tail to get outside of the third base line. The count remains at 1-2. Off-speed pitch up. Evens the count up at 2-2. Again, Peyton Murphy's at first base with 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, the score 1-1.
I've got your update from down below. Top of the 4th inning, Quakers leading 2-0.
As Olivia's still battling, fouls it off. Stay alive in this at bat. The Quaker baseball team's up 2-0. They had a close one last night, but they were able to come away with the victory. Off speed, just looked like caught Olivia out in front just a little bit as she takes called strike 3. That is the 6th strikeout of the game for Chapman. As we go to the top of the 5th inning with a score of 1-1, this is your sports voice of the Valley, WJER.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Welcome back to our coverage here at Quaker Softball up here on the hill. I'm Josh Jarvis, joined by Denny Trimmer. We'd like to thank Keim, our scoreboard sponsor. Keim is located in the 50 acres of rolling hills of Holmes County and is the destination trusted source for your home, building, woodworking needs. They are dedicated to caring for your project like they would care for their own. Visit them on State Route 557 in Charm or online at keimlumber.com as Jillian delivers pitch number 1 for a ball to our batter, Kylie. And again, that last name there, Denny, escapes me. I apologize, Kylie. Pitch number 2.
Galonia,
yeah. 2-0 or 1-1 count, excuse me, as Kylie Galonia looks in. Out in front of the pitch, ground ball to Ellie Mason. Fires over to first base to Sarah Sweski for out number 1. A 5-3, excuse me. I should know that. I'm a baseball coach. 5-3 for out number 1. Kylie Galonia grounds out.
I'm going to correct
to
this.
Lead off.
Galonia.
Okay.
We'll see.
I kept trying to say it over and over again so I can get it in my head.
I go back and forth, and he told me right to my face twice.
So we have Kylie Thornton now at the plate. She was part of that single barrage in the 3rd inning. She was able to get across the run as the count goes to 1-0. Kylie Thornton takes strike number 1, even the count at 1-1. Howard takes a sign and delivers. Ball down. Bring the count to 2-1. She was working ahead on a lot of these counts in the earlier innings. A couple batters now she's starting to work behind on. But still able to only surrender 1 run. Now, ground ball. Chopping to third base. Ellie Mason on the run. Makes a throw. Umpire calls her out to Sarah Sweski. That was a great play by Ellie Mason, charging that ball. That ball barely got down the third base line, and Ellie fields it on the run, throws over to first base for a bang-bang play to get out number 2. That is 2 ground balls now for Ellie Mason there at third base.
Great job with the scoop and then keeping her balance and throwing on the run.
Difficult thing to do as you're coming into the plate and you're trying to throw across your body, but she's able to do it successfully as Howard delivers ball number 1 to Kaylee Stahl.
Lots of Kayleys and Kylies to worry about.
There are a lot of Kayleys and Kylies. 1-0 count to Kylie Stahl with 2 outs. Off-speed pitch for strike number 1. This count goes to 1-1. I have 2 outs here. In the top of the 5th inning, Lexington batting. A 1-1 ball game. Fly ball just lands in front of the left fielder, Easton Miller. Okay, again, it looked like there was a little bit of English on that one, as that ball got over the shortstop's head and just dropped right in front of Easton Miller. She throws into second base. Kylie Stahl is on first base with 2 outs with a single.
Well, Maddie Wright, the senior at short, getting her exercise jumping for some of those balls. That's probably the 4th ball that's just been hit over her head and into left field.
It has been. Pitch number 1, slow grounding ball. Maddie Wright fields the ball, throws over to first base to Sarah Soweski for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 5th here. We are in a tight one. 1-1 ball game. And your sports voice of the Valley, WJER. We'll be right back after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back to Tuscarora Park. We're up on the hill here for Quaker softball. Thanks to our pregame and postgame sponsor, Omni Fiber. Omni Fiber is excited to be a part of the Dover community and offer a new choice in internet service. Enjoy the speed and reliability of the new 100% fiber network and Ohio-based sales and customer service. Sign up today and get 3 months of Omni Fiber free internet for free. Visit omnifiber.com/WJER to learn more. As we have, Jillian Howard, the pitcher at the plate here, who takes called strike number 1, swings through strike number 2. As we are 0-2 count here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Howard swings through strike number 3 for Chapman's 7th strikeout of the game.
She's been murder on the bottom half of this order.
She really has. A lot of Ks down here towards the bottom of the order. She's 11-0 for a reason. She's got a 1.31 ERA. The Quakers are able to scratch across another one. That would be the higher than the average for the year. So she's been very difficult to score runs off of. As Easton looks to slap at the first at bat, takes ball number 1 high. Easton Miller now at the plate. She struck out back in the 3rd inning. Again, Easton moving forward in the box. She takes ball number 2 down. 2-0 count to Easton Miller. With 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning here to tie ball game. Again, still moving forward. She takes ball number 3. This is the first time we've seen Chapman in a 3-0 count this game. Infield drawn in. And walk on 4 pitches as Easton Miller reaches first base. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. as the catcher, Reese Loveday, comes to the plate.
Quakers have had runners on in each of the first, 4 out of the 5 innings, and there's just that 1-2-3 second inning that was a no-show. But getting runners in scoring position throughout the game.
They really have, as Loveday takes ball number 1, and Loveday has been quite the bright spot here in the game. She had a double in the first inning to lead off and a single in the second inning. She advanced on the throw, having the only run of the game. As off-speed pitch evens up the count at 1-1. Again, Easton Miller at first base, and Reese Loveday in the box coming into this contest at .464 batting average. Has sent that upward so far. She takes ball number 2 up and outside. Reese steps into the box. Chapman delivers. Pitch at the knees and outside just on the outside part of the plate for strike number 2.
Yeah, she's in her hitting spot with 2 strikes.
So far, both of her hits have come with 2 strikes. Very good with putting the ball in play. And again, ground ball to second base. Shortstop bobbles it, flips it to second base, and second base Stahl flips it to Patrick. Patrick bobbles the ball, as umpires call Easton Miller safe at second base.
Well, I don't think Stahl got it clean because it was hit hard, and she was hurrying with the runner coming to second.
Yep. Again, we talked about that with the earlier double play. When you think you got an opportunity to field 2, it looked like Stahl was trying to get rid of it quickly, and she couldn't come up with it cleanly. And the flip to second base just was not in time, as the Quakers now have runners at first and second base with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, and a courtesy runner for the catcher. That's the junior Kylie Jones on now at first. Seweski with an RBI hit in her last at bat. Or I'm sorry, yes, indeed it was.
Yes, it was. Seweski had a single RBI. She had a sacrifice bunt to start the game. Off-speed pitch by Chapman is in the dirt for ball number 1. Seweski, a senior, celebrating senior night tonight. Had a big hit with 2 outs in the 3rd inning to get across Quakers' first run. She's in that spot again, as Chapman delivers a strike at the knees to even the count. 1-1. Talking to Seweski in the office today. She's an office aide for us. And she was pretty excited about this contest. She didn't seem too scared about the 21-0 Lexington Minutemen, as we're runners moving to third base on the steal.
Boy, great job sliding under that tag by Easton Miller.
Easton Miller moves to the right to make the slide. The third baseman has to come forward to field the ball, and now we're looking at runners at second and third with 1 out.
Jones to second base on the throw.
Senior Sarah Seweski at the plate. She's looking to slap, and ball back to third base. Kylie, as they attempt to tag Easton Miller out.
Galania,
I know.
Jillian Moore with another good throw behind the runner.
Got to be careful there over there at third base with Seweski, a left-handed hitter. It's easy for the catcher to get out there. As she slaps, ball foul down the third base side. We're looking at a 2-2 count now. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Sarah can get the ball in play here. They got an opportunity to score at least 1 run. As she loops the ball just up behind the second baseman. Second baseman dives and catches the ball. Easton Miller coming to the plate.
My.
And she is thrown out.
What a double play.
At the plate. Second baseman Quinn Patrick goes back on the ball, lays out to catch it, makes the catch, and then comes up and fires a ball to the plate to get Easton Miller. The Quakers take a shot, but they don't come up with a run there in the bottom of the 5th. We're moving to the top of the 6th inning, and a 1-1 contest. This is your sports voice of the Valley, WJER. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing
searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 South Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Welcome back to Tuscarora Park. Denny Trimmer, Josh Jarvis with you. It's been a dandy, 1-1. New Philadelphia taking on 21-0 Lexington. It's going to be 7-8-9 for Todd Gallinia's unbeaten squad. And we've got some questions happening down the third baseline. John Dupke.
I can't tell
and Todd
what's happening over there.
I don't know what's happening. I just work here.
Looks like we needed a hat and some sunglasses out there in left field.
And some SPF 30.
It is that type of day.
Quinn Patrick, the second baseman that was the hero of the last half inning for Lexington, defensively steps in.
She made a great play to end that inning. I thought that ball was getting over her head. She was able to field it.
She has reached on an error and struck out looking. Fouls that one back. 0-2 count. That opens up the entire pitch arsenal for Jillian Howard, who's thrown a dandy. No, she didn't. The appeal. That's such a hard call.
It is. It is hard for the first base umpire. He really has to see her come around to make that call. But I don't think she swung.
Out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Howard delivers. That ball's fouled back.
Quite the hack by Patrick on that one.
Count stays at 1-2. Howard fires. That ball bounces in low. That ball's fouled back. Fighting up there is Quinn Patrick. Count remains. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Howard, who has done very well against this bottom half of the lineup, with the pitch that's flared foul off the facing of the New Philadelphia dugout.
Boy, she got around on that one.
Ball was drilled foul, a little ahead of it. Howard waltzing around the circle, now takes the rubber, looks in, deals with the right hand, comes high. Three-2 count now. Quinn Patrick fighting in there. Fouled off a number of pitches. Now the payoff pitch. Ball's hit but not hard. Drifting back on it is Ellie Mason, the third baseman, for out number 1. You were so intense in your play-by-play call. I gave that score. 2-0 in the baseball field. During the last half inning. Folks, you'd have to see it to believe it. He's like pointing at his phone. He's got the game changer on. He's all excited. Our listeners are on top of it. They already knew the score.
I tell you what, this game moves so quickly.
Oh, boy.
It feels like it was 3 innings ago that happened.
Inside, ball 1. Called strike. 1 down here in the Lexington half of inning number 6. This game is tied at 1. Glad to have you with us here on WJER and Claxon Communications video stream. This ball's poked up the middle. Right has it. Right fires onto first for out number 2. You know, that's a nice, it's right at her. You think, boy, she's got plenty. She doesn't have plenty of time. These base paths are short. That ball was not moving fast. That's a big throw by Maddie Wright.
They're a lot shorter than I'm used to. I'm starting to get used to it a little bit. I got 2 daughters playing in youth softball, but you really don't have a lot of time. She had to come in on that ball, made a great play, good throw for out number 2.
In steps the number 9 hitter. Boyd, the center fielder. She singled twice. She singled and scored in the 4th inning, singled again in the 5th. Or 3rd and 4th, rather. My apologies. Swung through that one. Ball and a strike to even the count.
A little behind on that fastball.
No, I'd be behind on a lot of these fastballs.
There's no way I could hit any of these pitches.
No, never. It's too close.
I agree.
Comes the pitch. We had to wait on the call because it was letter high, and letter high's been a strike, so it must have been outside. Two balls and a strike. Jillian Howard, the sophomore, looks in and delivers. Check swing, but no go. 3 balls and a strike.
Again, just a little up on that one.
This is the 9 hitter. You don't want to wrap it back around to the top of the order if you don't have to. Here comes the pitch. Ball 4, just a bit outside. First base runner of the inning earns the walk. And we're back to the top of the order. Jillian Moore, the catcher. Catcher was hit by a pitch and has singled twice.
Same scenario we were looking at in the last half of the inning with our number 9 hitter being walked. As Howard walks the 9 hitter for Lexington.
Now Moore steps in. Comes the pitch. A little something taken off that. Ball high. Howard has pitched well. She's hit her spots. Doesn't look fatigued here in the late stages. Looks in for the sign, now delivers again high. And a good timeout called here. Reese Loveday wants to go talk to her pitcher. Josh, what are you saying?
In this situation, I mean, you know, she's down 2-0. She's been getting behind hitters. You're getting late into a game. Just tell her just to relax and get back to what you've been doing the rest of the game. Don't worry about the situation. Just throw strikes. Let them hit it. Our defense can make plays.
That's why you were a good catcher, my man. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down here in the Lexington 6th inning.
Not all of my conversations ended with a strike on the next pitch, though.
Well, Reese Loveday delivers again. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. This ball is hammered to third. It's over the head of Ellie Mason into left field for a base hit. Diving for the stop. Easton Miller comes up, throwing to third. Not in time. Credit Kyra Boyd for hustling over there. She picked up 2 bags on the hit.
That ball took 1 hop and was way over Ellie Mason's head. There was no way she was getting to it, but good job by Easton cutting it off and getting it in.
3rd single of the game for Jillian Moore. Makari Chapman. Junior pitcher steps in. Howard with a little something extra on that. Just high for a ball. Chapman singled in the first, singled in the fourth, and then flew out to third base in her last at bat. This pitch is hammered to short. Maddie Wright has it. On to first. That's going to end the inning.
What a gutsy play by Madison Wright right there. Runners at second and third. Opportunity to score a run, and she fields it, throws over Sarah Westgate for out number 3.
Came up firing, did the senior, 6-3 on the out. We've got 5.5 in the books. New Philadelphia 1, Lexington 1. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 biggie bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Don't forget, we'll have a Subway Player of the Game at the conclusion of this contest. Candidates lining up in the Quaker dugout for that foot-long sub, courtesy of the Fitzgerald family-owned Subway restaurants in our area. Subway, eat fresh. If you're tired of unexpected bill increases or non-existent rural internet coverage, there's a better way, a smart way. High-speed internet at an affordable price, and Smart Way can go where simply the others just can't. Visit thinksmartway.com to learn more about their exciting services in this area. 3, 4, 5 in the Quaker 6th as Wright, Vandal, and Mason. Makari Chapman, 11-0 on the season. She's done well today. Hasn't been overpowering, but has certainly done her job.
Yeah, she's been very consistent in the zone. Only walked one batter, letting her defense make plays, and they have. Again, why she's got a great record and low ERA.
Oh, a little low for ball one. Maddie tapped out in the first and flew out to right to end inning number 3. Count evens, 1-1, working quickly is Chapman, and that ball's sky high to right field. Under it is Riley McGuire, pulls it in for out number 1.
Yeah, it looks like she got out in front of that pitch a little bit. Just looped it up into right field. Easy catch.
Sydney Vandal grounded out to second in the first inning. Grounded out to short in inning number 4. She's got pop in her bat. We'd like to see her drive the ball here. All skied up to the shortstop. Kaylee Stahl under it, and the sophomore hauls it in for out number 2.
Just took that one off the handle. Probably would like that swing back just a little behind, got it off the handle a little bit, pop out the shortstop. Kylie Stahl.
Ellie Mason, who has struck out swinging and struck out looking in 2 plate appearances. Mason gets back in. That pitch is a beauty.
And a little something extra on that one.
Quickly ahead in this count is Makari Chapman. The 0-2 pitch from the lefty. Took something off. Mason slaps it into left field for a base hit.
Well, she did a great job staying back on that. Already out on her stride, kept her hands back.
Describe what that means to our listeners and watchers when you say stay back.
So when you see an off-speed pitch like that, you're looking, you're first looking fastball, okay? And you get that front foot down, and a lot of times when you have that front foot down, the rest of the motion starts moving towards the ball. But if you're able to keep your hands back and not get them out in front, then you're able to get a good contact on the softball there, and she did a great job of that. Her foot was out in front, but she was able to keep her hands back and just slap that ball right through the hole.
So the junior checks in at first with her first hit of the ball game. Peyton Murphy looking for a little senior night, senior magic. Takes a called strike. 1-1 is our score. Denny Trimmer. Josh Jarvis with you from Tuscarora Park. This has been a dandy. Pitch is flown into right field. In front of the right fielder, McGuire had trouble getting a handle on it. Gets it into the infield. Collecting the extra base and going to third is Ellie Mason, but a 2-out single for Peyton Murphy.
Then Peyton Murphy just getting the bat out, slapping that ball into right field. Quakers in a good situation.
Second hit for Murphy on the game. Pair of singles. Olivia Jackson with a pair of strikeouts, one looking, one swinging in her 2 plate appearances. Fires this back up the middle, and Chapman says, I got this. Throws it over to first for the 1-3 out to end the Quakers' threat. Again, they've had a runner on third base stranded. 2 hits in the inning and no runs across. After 6 complete, New Philadelphia won, Lexington won. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer adult and youth boxing classes for kids as young as 7, along with Muay Thai for ages 10 and up, and mixed martial arts. Most classes are held 2 to 3 times per week at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and prices start at $60 per month. Remember, your first session of any class is always free at the T-County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train.
And we're back at Tuscarora Park. Denny Trimmer, Josh Jarvis with you. Our thanks to the gang at Claxon Communications for getting this game up on the stream for us. Not only can you watch and listen tonight, you can go back and watch on our webpage, WJER.com/videos. Jillian Howard, who's pitched a great game against the 21-0 team, will face, let me flip my sheet around the right way, and I'll tell you exactly who she'll face. It's going to be 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. Gallinia, Thornton, and Stahl. This ball tapped to third base. Record the out 5-3. Easy squeezy.
Yeah, slow chopper to Ellie Mason. She's able to field it no problem. Fire over to Sarah Saweski for out number 1.
Kylie Thornton, the first baseman, steps in. She's got a hit in 3 appearances today. Facing Jillian Howard. That ball is flared foul. Thornton flying out to first. Singled in the third rather, my apologies. Howard delivers. This ball's flared into right. Zoe DeVore under it, and she's got it.
2 quick outs here to start the top of the 7th inning.
Boy, as a pitcher, you like those early pitch count outs, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. As a pitcher, especially, you've been working this hard. You get to the 7th inning, you get 2 quick outs in the 7th. All you're asking for is a shot to score a run here in the bottom.
Howard now takes a little something off that pitch. It's called a strike high in the zone. Kaylee Stahl, the shortstop, checks in. She singled in her last at bat.
There's our letter high strike.
Working ahead in the count, Jillian comes playward. This ball is flared into left field for another base hit. Another one of those seeing eye pop-ups just over the fielder.
Again, we've seen a lot of those tonight. But, hey, I always told my players when they get frustrated they didn't hit the ball real hard, I said, hey, it's a line drive in the book. It's a single. You got on base.
So 2 down, 1 on. Riley McGuire, the right fielder, steps in. McGuire 0 for 3. Pair of strikeouts, and she grounded to short.
Ball just inside. Catcher tried to frame that one. Again, Reese Loveday does a great job receiving the ball. Just inside.
So Howard with the 1-0 pitch. That ball was high but swung on. Popped down the right field line, out of our view. And again, there's not a lot of foul territory over there anyway.
No, there isn't. Quakers, I think we had 3 Quakers at the fence there as the ball just left the park.
So 1-1 the count. 2 down. Howard takes her time getting the call, now fires. Ball flared back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Howard. That one sails high. Runner going to advance on the wild pitch. Stalled in at second base. Now you've got a runner in scoring position. But 2 outs in the count. Now even at 2-2. Does your approach change here, Josh?
No, as a pitcher, all you got to do is get the ball across the plate. Let your defense make plays. You got 2 outs.
That's that change up. Able to wait back just enough was Riley McGuire to foul that off. Foul it back our way.
A lot of times mentally as a pitcher, they see that runner in scoring position and it kind of changes their approach. But Howard just keeps her same approach she's had the entire game.
She has been terrific. 2-2 pitch here is hammered. Maddie Wright's got it at short. She'll throw across for out number 3. Threat denied. 6-3 on the out. That will do it in the 7th inning for Lexington. Quakers coming to bat. Bottom of 7. Looking for something walk-off style. Up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
And we're coming back here to what we hope is a fantastic finish for the Quakers. The pitcher, Jillian Howard, will step in with a chance to help her own cause. She has been fabulous in the circle today. Has struck out swinging in both plate appearances here for her at the dish.
Hasn't had a lot of success at the plate, but pitching very well, and that's what you're hoping to see as a head coach.
And her opposite number seems to be finding her groove. You are perhaps able, through our field mic, to be able to hear some of the grunting as she's reaching back for a little something extra here in the latter innings.
Didn't hear a lot of that to start the game, but she's starting.
Ball is, batted down by the second baseman, Patrick, on to first. What a beautiful play. Looked like a sure base hit.
That's the second time we've had a batter. It looks like a sure base hit. That Quinn Patrick has just robbed the Quakers of a hit. Great play at second base.
She's going for the Rawlings Gold Glove tonight. Been fabulous in the field.
Absolutely.
Easton Miller checks in. She was forced out at third on that wild double play that ended inning number 5. This is one of the state's best teams at 21-0. You wonder how many 7-inning games they've been tied in.
I'm going down looking at the scores that they've had over the past years. They have not been in too many tight games.
John Dupke pushing all the right buttons. Here comes Chapman's pitch, high. Ball and 2 strikes. Chapman taking her time now that she gets to the rubbers, working quickly. Whoa, just outside. Miller with that slap look. You're running away from the plate anyway, and that right on the outside edge. Tough one to go get.
That's a difficult one to see, too, when you're moving like that, but able to lay off of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the Quaker 7th. Swung through and missed for strike 3.
Number 9, catcher, Reese Logan.
8th strikeout for Chapman. Coach Dupke taking time. He wants to talk to his hitter. Gives us a good chance to remind you that the T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer a variety of classes for youth and adults, along with the supplements needed for the best workouts possible. The T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. You can follow them on Facebook. So back to the top of the order, Reese Loveday. Doubled in the first, doubled in the third, and scored. And advanced to first on an error at short in the 5th. The 1-0 pitch, outside corner strike. Don't forget, we'll be bringing you Guardians baseball. 7:35 pregame, assuming we don't go to extra innings or too deep in them. 8:10 first pitch, and I'll really be upset if we're to hear that late.
Loveday got a really good eye for the strike zone. 2 of her hits and the error came on 2 strikes.
3 balls and 1 strike now after that pitch was just outside. Loveday watched it the whole way in. Junior catcher steps back in, now swings, hits it to the right side. That's the second baseman, Patrick, on to first for the out. Out number 3 to end the 7th inning. We've got free softball coming up. Come back and join us right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Throw it over to our man Josh Jarvis. Been a good luck charm throughout his broadcast season thus far, so we're going to hope for a quick top half and a successful bottom half and get you home after 8. Here with the play-by-play, Josh Jarvis.
Yep, good night up here up on the hill. Beautiful sunny day, 80 degrees.
Beats work, doesn't it?
It certainly does. It certainly does. I mean, you couldn't ask for more than this. As Denny said earlier, we got some free softball coming up. Quakers played well. Lexington has played well, as mentioned before. Lexington's 21-0. Quakers looking to knock them off their pedestal here. But right now we want to thank Wood Electric, pregame and postgame sponsor. Wood Electric, they've been trusted with all your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're available 24 hours a day and are ready to help you with any electrical problem, outage, or installation for industrial, commercial, or residential work. Find them online at woodelectric.net. As we move to the top of the 8th inning. I'm running out of space here on my scorecard to go through the innings, but Riley McGuire is here at the plate. She has struck out twice and grounded out to short. She's in for her 4th appearance. Howard delivers strike number 1, swinging through. That is Riley McGuire.
Howard's had a lot of success with the bottom half of this order. She's facing 8-9 or 7-8-9 to start things here.
Called strike number 2, 0-2. Howard looks like she's getting stronger as she moves here in the game. She's firing that fastball in there to get ahead. High fly ball to center field. Sydney Vandal's under it. Doesn't have to move too far as she comes down with that ball for out number 1. 1 out. In the top of the 8th, as Madison Taylor comes to the plate. She has reached on an error, struck out, and popped out to third base so far in this game. As Howard delivers, strike number 1 right at the knees.
Beautiful.
Great pitch, tough to do anything with that. To get ahead in the count, 0-1.
Taylor 0 for 3, pair of groundouts to short, and struck out looking.
Swings through off speed for strike number 2. As Howard again way up, and the count, 0-2. Pop up on the infield. We have Peyton Murphy comes over and calls off Sarah Saweski for the catch for out number 2. The ball was in between the first and second baseman, but just like they're coached, Peyton Murphy calls off Sarah. Sarah peels and catches that ball for out number 2.
Well executed.
Next up, we have Maddie Thornton. She's 0 for 3. She hit into a double play. Struck out looking, and a ground ball to shortstop as she takes ball number 1 in the dirt to start off her 4th at bat of the game. Howard delivers. Second pitch down. To go 2-0 in the count. Madison Taylor, the designated player. Takes strike number 1 right down the middle.
That might be the hardest pitch she's thrown today, too.
She looks like she's getting stronger as she's going. She's got that adrenaline flowing. As we are looking at a 2-1 count right now. Fouled off on the ground to the third base side. Evens the count at 2-2. Madison just out in front of that one. Howard gets ready to deliver 2-2. Fouled off again. Just missed straight back. Madison Thorne staying alive in this at bat. Howard's not giving them anything, and they're not giving up much at the plate either. It's quite the battle.
Been a great fight for 7 innings plus now.
Off speed up. Bring the count to full. Heard that change up in there about chin high. We're looking at a full count with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Madison delivers strike number 3. Called out looking. Quakers are going to the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 ball game. Again, looking for some magic here. This is the sports voice of the Valley. WJER will be right back after this.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 30 35 years.
We're back here on the hill. Josh Jarvis and Denny Trimmer as Sarah Soweski's leading off, takes ball number 1 to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Sarah coming up in the 2nd inning with a single for the only RBI for the Quakers so far. As she takes the 2nd pitch for strike number 1, even at the count at 1-1. Sarah's 1 for 2 on the day with a sacrifice, single, fly out to the second baseman. She swings through strike number 2. Brings the count to 1-2. Sarah coming in this contest batting .343. She moves forward, taking ball high. Even in the count at 2-2. Sarah Soweski, the senior, slaps the ball to the pitcher. Pitcher comes quickly. Chapman fields the ball, throws over to Thornton for out number 1. Again, that's the 2nd time we've seen her come off the mound and field her position pretty well.
In a reverse
she got to
pivot.
Got to that ball quickly. Reverse pivot over to first base for out number 1. We have 1 down with Madison Wright at the plate. 0 for 3 on the day. As she skies the ball up on the infield in between a number of people looking at each other. Ball goes off of Chapman's glove, and Madison Wright sprinting to second base. That ball was popped up, and you had Chapman and Moore looking at each other, not sure who was going to take it. Chapman eventually takes over. Fields, ball goes off of her glove, just in fair territory, and kicks back to the backstop. Madison Wright was able to sprint to second base.
Now this is where your home plate umpire has to really be watching, because he's saying that ball was deflected out of the glove in fair territory just in front of home plate. If that's 2 steps the other side of the line, it's a foul ball.
Right, and fortunately we were able to sit in a good spot where we could see it very well. She did touch the ball in fair territory. It doesn't matter where the ball lands, it's where the player touches the ball. And she touched it in fair territory, which then makes it a fair ball as Chapman delivers strike number 1 to Sydney Vandal at the plate right now. Sydney also 0 for 3 as she takes ball number 2, or I'm sorry, ball number 1. 1 strike, 1 ball. Runner at second base, Madison Wright. Sydney can find a hole in there, and an opportunity to score a run. As she drives the ball into right field, Madison Wright rounding third base. She's coming to the plate. Play at the plate. She gets there. She is safe. Quakers win. Quakers win the ball game. They knock off the 21-0 Lexington Minutemen. What a ball game. We go to extra innings. Get a runner on base, Madison Wright, as Sydney Vandal at the plate. We talked about her earlier in the game. Strikes the ball into center field, line drive into center field, bringing Madison Wright close play at the plate. But the Quakers are able to knock off Lexington here by a score of 2-1. Well, that was exciting.
Yeah. But again, you get the great calls. Congratulations, Josh Jarvis. That was exciting, folks. Sydney Vandal had been looking for that kind of contact throughout the course of the game. Finally got a pitch she could drive, and she stroked it into right center field for what would be the game-winning hit, her single to score, the senior Madison Wright. 2-1 Quakers. Let's take time here. We're going to come back and start our post-game festivities. They will be festive tonight after that win. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time. because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 South Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Life moves fast. Can you keep up? Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital Ortho Express Care welcomes patients with no appointment necessary, so injury or joint pain never slow you down. Our orthopedic experts will give you the care you need when you need it. For every break and breakthrough, for every bone and joint, for every care in the world. Walk in for orthopedic care close to you in the Heritage Square Plaza at Dover. Learn more at unionhospital.org/orthoexpresscare.
And in one of those great softball traditions, the seniors here on senior night getting their chance to do a ceremonial final walk around the bases. Their teammates are on the base paths to give the high fives and the hugs. And tonight it feels even sweeter as New Philadelphia comes out on top in extra innings, 2-1 over previously unbeaten Lexington. They came in at 21-0. They leave 21-1. Quakers with the win advance to 13-8 on the season. It was Quakers 2 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. Jillian Howard with 6 Ks in the win. Lexington 1 run on 9 hits and an error. Time to announce our Subway player of the game. Josh, after some thorough statistical digging through that you did, kind of like Ancient Aliens or something over here, Indiana Jones digging, unearthing things. What did you come up with?
Well, I mean, you look at this game, and there's so many people that contributed in different ways. You have Sarah Sweski, senior, driving in a run in the 3rd inning. And, of course, you have Sydney coming up with that clutch single to win the game. But as you're going down through there, we were talking about this girl all night long. She's doing a tremendous job. She's only a sophomore going up against the Goliath team in Lexington. My vote is Jillian Howard. Jillian Howard pitched 8 innings, did a phenomenal job, got in some jams where it got a little tight, where she had some runners on base, and she was able to keep her composure and keep moving on through there. Great job on the mound. Jillian Howard, Subway player of the game. And as you astutely pointed out here, I believe it was the 7th inning, it seemed like she was getting stronger as the game wore on. Yeah, it really looked like she was. I noticed that first pitch there in the 8th inning. I looked at it and said, wow, like she had the adrenaline flowing. She was not getting tired at all. She was loving the moment. She was living in the moment. And when you're going up a team like this, and you got an opportunity to knock them off, she was ready to go and did a phenomenal job there in the circle tonight. Our congratulations to the Subway player of the game, sophomore Jillian Howard, who picks up the win in the circle tonight here on senior night for New Philadelphia. Well, we want to thank our Claxon communications crew. Great camera angles, great work here on the board, getting this game up on the live stream. That not only can you enjoy it tonight if that's where you were taking in the game, but that's there on the archive. Go to WJER.com/videos and watch this game back anytime you like. For Josh Jarvis, my man with color and stats, and a great call as he brought it home here in inning number 8. Thank you again for your hard work. We want to thank you most if you watched
or listened, it's because of you great folks that we do this. We don't do it because we're working for NBC, not TNT. It was a big night here, and we were happy to bring it to you. Let me just put it like that. So, for Josh, for Claxon, and for all of you listeners, I'm Denny Trimmer, wishing you all a very good night now.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and Grand Slam ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today, and be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
You've been listening to high school baseball and softball on WJER Radio, the sports voice of the Valley. Today's game was brought to you by generous local sponsors, including Dover Break in Strasburg, your local Wendy's restaurants, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Kemp Insurance, Smartway Communications, Wood Electric, Omni Fiber, T-County Boxing Academy, your local McDonald's, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, Murphy & Company Insurance, Keim Lumber, and your local Subway restaurants. Catch a replay of today's game on the WJER Radio YouTube channel or on WJER.com/videos in partnership with Claxon Communications. We are WJER, the sports voice of the Valley.